Yeah, thanks, Paul. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Appreciate it. Appreciate you covering us all year. Great team win. Really happy for our guys. It's been a long time in the making to get a win and to get that done. Sing a fight song with our students that were here and in the locker room after the game was awesome. And so I'm so happy for them and their work that they've put in. And to be able to do it in a decisive fashion was great. Obviously, we know our challenges ahead of us will be a little bit more difficult, but Coach Bell is going to do a great job. He's a terrific coach. Schematically, when you got ready for these guys, they presented a lot of problems, especially with their offense and different things that they did. And, it's a credit to him. We saw him a couple years ago when he was at Maryland, and that was a pain in the neck week to get ready for back then. So great team win, really ecstatic for our guys, and I'll answer any questions that you have, please.
So the blocked field goal return, what did that do to energize the sideline? You guys looked a little bit dormant before then, but really picked it up after.
I would disagree that we were dormant. I think that we were dogged something else on offense. So I would disagree with your statement. But I think it was big. I thought the momentum was huge. It was a big play. Obviously that's a flip the game type of play. We've been really close on some other ones earlier in the year. Nebraska is the one that jumps out to me the most. At the end of the game when the ball went right through our hands. So our guys have given really good effort on that play. Great scoop and score by Chris, being decisive, making a decision, and it looked like the guys did a really good job blocking for him up the sideline. So it was a big play in the game, no doubt momentum-wise, but we got to play better on offense to start the game. We were not very good. Not very good at all.
Talk about the offensive struggles. What would you attribute those to this late in the season?
I mean, you guys watched the game. I'm not going to sit here and nitpick one thing or the other. We got things we got to fix on that side of the ball. We're not playing very well in one area in particular, and we're just going to keep grinding on it. So we've got to take care of the football. We can't turn the ball over. And when you do that against any team you play, you put yourself in position to lose games. We're obviously doing that way too much at certain positions right now, more so than we ever have, and that's putting us in a really difficult situation.
Evan Hall had one of the best performances for a running back in recent Northwestern history. What do you think of his performance overall today?
Yeah, I'm ecstatic for him. I mean, he's a great young man. He's got a really bright future. We're obviously depleted in that position, and for him to go out there and play the way he did, he had a great week of practice and earned the starting role. So I'm really proud of him, and I thought he did a really, really good job today. So look forward to the future with him without a doubt.
You've talked a lot about the turnover battle in recent weeks. Today, you didn't win the turnover battle, but it feels like you guys made sort of enough plays on that side of the ball to sort of make up for it.
What side? I'm sorry, defense?
Defense side and also special teams with the ball.
Yeah, well, the last kickoff was supposed to be a deep kick. We just hit it off our toe, and like I told Coach Bell after the game, that was not the intention of that kick. But the guys did a great job covering it, and, we ended up going down to score, so that was great, but that was not the intention of the kick. Yeah, I mean, we had, I think, the ball in our hands 2 or 3 other times that we could have had interceptions. I think that gives us a lot more momentum if we make those plays, and we're going to need to make those plays if we expect to compete and win in the next 2 games. And we can't turn the ball over on offense. I mean, that's the bottom line. We can't turn it over, and we're doing things that losers do on offense. And the number one thing that losers do on offense is they turn the ball over. And you cannot do that and expect to win consistently. And that's why we're at where we're at as an offense. I mean, we have put our defense in bad situations all year. We have turned the ball over all year. Our respect for the football has been awful, absolutely awful. So it's things that we stress. It's things that we emphasize. It's things that we work every day from a ball security standpoint. A couple of young guys with some bad snaps. Well, they've snapped the ball poorly in practice at times too. So those guys got to learn and grow, and the only way you do that is through experience. But we can't turn the ball over the way we're turning it over right now and expect to beat Big Ten teams.
Coach, even though UMass only finished with 6 points, they still recorded 310 yards on the game. Early in the game, they were moving downfield, even if they weren't converting touchdowns in the red zone. So what do you think was going on with your defense? It obviously wasn't a bad day if you only gave up 6 points, but
Yeah.
there were still like some problems that day.
Yeah, I mean, the first long run on third down, we missed the tackle, and we had a linebacker fit a gap wrong. So when you play with only 9 guys, that's a challenge, right? Executing the call. We gave up a couple nickels on the perimeter that are going to happen, but I thought our red zone defense was outstanding as it typically is. And then we had some things that we probably overcoached a little bit. That is, we kind of cleaned it up as the game went along. I think we were able to kind of suffocate what they were trying to do. So, as a defensive staff, you always try to want to make somebody play righty after lefty and vice versa. But sometimes you overcoach it a little bit. Maybe we did that this early on, but then we adjusted really well.
How's it going, Coach? What was the thought process behind using Jason Whitaker at quarterback times in the game?
Well, he's a quarterback, so that was a thought process. Not real complicated. Just trying to get those guys action. They haven't played. We've kind of taken a mindset in practice here after the Purdue game that we're going to approach it as a coaching staff like last week. This week of prep was kind of like spring ball 1. This will be spring ball practice number 2 from a standpoint of not that we're changing our game planning structure, but the way that we're practicing, who we're practicing, and who we're using. So hopefully we'll continue to be able to get some things improved. That's kind of our mindset right now. And then obviously send our seniors out the right way. And, last week was a really difficult loss. I thought our guys responded pretty well when we got back going early in the week. And as the week went along, I thought they responded really, really well collectively as a group. And then to get a win like this decisively, I'm really happy for them.
You guys play a lot of younger players, a lot of freshmen. What do you think that will do for you guys moving forward in the future?
Well, I hope it's motivating for the guys. I remember my first playing experience, and it was not very good. A couple of years, it wasn't very good. So, I think you learn from doing, you learn from playing, and for all those guys to get in the arena and get an opportunity to play a little bit was great. I'm really, really happy for them, and hopefully it's a great motivator for them. It's great to see some of those young offensive linemen get out there, and a long list of guys. So we had a little bit harder week that week planning rotations and who we were going to put in, when we were going to put them in, and then I thought we executed it fairly well. Found out we have some number issues that we got to change. So there was a lot of issues that we figured out here getting ready for the game that, beyond turnovers that we had to fix.
Coach, your team did not commit a single penalty in this game. How much does that mean to you that they played a pretty much clean game for the entire
Hallelujah.
time?
It's been a tough year on the Cats with some things, but we're getting them all out this year. I'll just leave it at that.
Anything else for Coach?
When Aiden started 3-and-out pick, was there thought of benching him right there?
Yeah, I mean there was thoughts about what we were going to do and where we were going to go at that position. Obviously it's not been up to the standard that we expect it to be, and that's disappointing. And so we'll look at where we're going to go and how we're going to go this week. But we got to take care of the football. Period. End of discussion. And when we can't do that, we put our football team collectively into a very, very difficult situation, and that's what we did to start the game today. But the O-line, I thought, took over as the game went along. We kind of set out a goal to run the ball for over 300 yards, and we wanted to control the line of scrimmage. We felt like we could do that. They're depleted up front. They did some really nice things early. They had some new wrinkles that we didn't expect. They won some one-on-one battles, and then the turnovers were really deadly.
Why was Drake shut down?
Who's that?
Drake.
Got to take care of the ball.
So it's the same.
Got to take care of the ball.
I just got another personnel question. So you played 3 quarterbacks today, but Hunter wasn't one of them. Was that just a coach's decision?
Yeah, no, he was banged up last week, and we arrested him this week. So, yep.
Anything else? All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks a lot. Have a great night. Go Cats. Thanks.